we'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable now for Woodson. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
1 down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. from the 41. Here's second down and 7. Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. And
now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run on first down. Best. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 73 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Herbert now. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st down, Best. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down now, Best. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Woodard. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 24 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, It's all coming together so far.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise that it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open man is Palmer. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, Justin Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Lad McConkey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Charger drive about to get going.
1 second, all that remains.
The final shot before the break for Herbert.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
And that is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 35, here's second down and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Best. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Jackson. Dancing to his left.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely did they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
from 19 yards away.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Flipping left sideline, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Play action. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll try the left side. Best. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 42. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Best. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Best. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there. 27 yards. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. L.A. readies for its next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's got this down to the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball under 30 now. Here's second down at 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
So out come the Chargers.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 6 yards away.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it out to his left.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side. Best. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
133 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Herbert on 1st down now.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, LA! A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Now it's Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Reaching up for it, and he's got it. A great play there with an acrobatic catch.
And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team Their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Going for it with Pierce.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And Wilson with it, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field,